I arrive early and sign in. I take a seat, and around me, the warehouse theater fills up. It's 2006, and the DC Adult Spelling Bee is about to begin. That's right, DC Adult Spelling Bee. It's like the Scripps National Spelling Bee, except people are drunker and the stakes are lower. Well, maybe the stakes are lower for other people. I have something to prove. My last spelling bee in 3rd grade, disaster. I got out on diligent, except I don't lose with dignity. I start to cry, to bawl. I cry so hard that other students get out because they can't hear themselves spell over my crying. They call me the boy who cries. 5 years until I graduate. But that was 15 years ago. I'm 23 now. I have an English degree. I got an A in Latin. And I haven't cried in like weeks. Let's do this. A keyboardist plays a jangly tune, and the judges, Nick and Juhi, emerge from backstage. They explain that the winner of tonight's event will go to the finals a month from now, and they start welcoming up contestants. I'm number 13 of 18. The spelling begins, and right off the bat, something really bothers me about the process. I don't like the way that the judges select words. What they do is that they've got this big book in front of them, but they just flip through it until they find a word that they like in the moment, and then they ask the speller to spell it. Is anyone else thinking this is a little unfair? A lot of potential for bias, right? You're with me. Somebody should really write a strongly worded letter to these judges. Meanwhile, 2 different spellers get out on easy words. Cantaloupe, rhinoceros. I'm spelling all the words under my breath. So far, I'm getting them all right. I'm feeling pretty good. Then it's my turn at the microphone. Juhi says, "Hey, wait a minute. Are you the Joseph Price that emailed us to complain about our word selection process?" Okay, I may have written a strongly worded letter after the last beat, but you guys agreed with me. It was totally not fair. I'm very passionate about process. I just said the spelling process was a little non-optimal. Nick says, "Your personality is non-optimal. You're our bitch tonight." He flips through the book. "Spell glaucoma, bitch." Ignore it. Sticks and stones. Glaucoma. 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 Please, that's easy. It's easy. Nick looks disappointed, though. I take a seat. Round 2. Feeling good. I get back up to the mic. Juhi says, "Your word is heterozygote." I asked for the word definition just to be sure. An individual with 2 different possible expressions of an individual gene producing potentially varying offspring. You wouldn't know the word, Juhi says, because you're never going to reproduce. Channel it into the spelling. Channel it into the spelling. Heterozygote. 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 I'm starting to feel pretty good about my chances. You know, I might not be the boy who cries. I might just be the man who spells. I can be the man who spells. It's round 3. 3 contestants before me drop avuncular, febrility, jicama, shit, jicama. I wouldn't have been able to spell that. It was a non-Latinate word. My weakness. I get up to the microphone. "How do you spell choke?" Nick says. "Just kidding. Your word is moo-moo." Crap, a non-Latinate word. Word definition: a loose dress of Hawaiian origin that hangs over the shoulders. I think about that episode of The Simpsons where Homer got so fat that he could only fit into a muumuu. I try and imagine what that word would look like on the closed captioning if I was watching. It doesn't work. I need to go deeper. I imagine I'm wearing a muumuu. I'm on a Hawaiian coast. The sun is beaming down on me. I can smell the salt in the ocean. My exposed chest hair wafts in the breeze. How would I spell this dress? All of a sudden, there's a bird, a tropical bird, toucan, T-O-U can, T-O-U like moo. Thank you, imagination. I exit my mind palace. I go back to the bee. Moo, M-O-U, M-O-U, moo. It's an eternity before Nick says, N-O, N-O. I walk back to my seat as Nick shouts at my back. That spelling was non-optimal, bro. Around me, the bee continues. A man wins on a fucking Latinate word. And I am a loser. I am a freaking loser. I am not the man who spells. My friend Carmen, who was in the audience during the show, consoles me. Well, at least you're always going to be able to remember how to spell muumuu. Yeah, I say. I keep on going to the rest of the Spelling Bee series, but it's bittersweet. Other people win. I spell words under my breath. I make small talk with the judges, Nick and Juhi, afterwards. We become MySpace friends. I even go to the finals, and man, it's like every hipster in DC is there. There's like a live band, and like there's such raucous applause as Nick and Juhi emerge. And they start welcoming all of the finalists from the previous competitions onto the stage. Except there's an empty seat on the stage. They ask, does anybody want to come up here and spell? Raise your hand. Joseph Price, come on down. Please, God, let me be the man who spells. The round proceeds quickly. Some people stay in, some people get out. I'm number 18 of 18, and it's my turn to go up to spell. We meet again, I say. Joseph Price, a former foe, turned friend. Nick flips through the spelling book. He says, your word is muumuu. Two thoughts immediately enter my mind. First one of them is, see, I was right. They should totally have a pre-selected list. This is really unfair to the other contestants. It's like a freebie for me. Second thought, when my friend Carmen said I would always remember how to spell muumuu, she was not right. I don't even remember how I spelled it last time. How did I spell it last time? I go deep. I'm wearing a muumuu, but I'm on a tropical beach, and there's like a dark storm going all around me. I feel so cold in my loose dress. In the distance, a bird squawks. How did I spell it last time? The lights burn into my retinas like they do right now. Muumuu. M-O-U. Wrong, Nick says. Wrong. Take a seat. Go back to my seat. For those of you who don't know, Moo is spelled M-U-U-M-U-U. Maybe you'll never forget it. I go back to my seat and reconcile to myself to the fact that I may never be the man who spells, but I am not going to be the man who cries.